One, two, three, four, five. I have five
Is that with or without the
without
IC
the
title?
IC title.
Okay. So 10 match card. Also, I appreciate Bad Bunny fighting the Intercontinental Champion last week and not getting a title shot.
Ah,
Because Shinsuke is the IC champion, isn't he?
yes, but he lost. It's only interbrand
Well,
though.
yeah.
Remember,
Okay. Yeah,
they only defended at the pay-per-views.
gotcha. So many people. Okay. Okay. What are we starting with this week?
Hold up, let me get my timer. Nope, reset. Okay, edit matches. I'm gonna delete all the fucking matches.
You can't do that. You can delete 90% of them.
Okay, starting with the triple threat: Grayson Waller versus Bobby Lashley versus The Miz. That's who it is. Okay. um, where the fuck is Bobby Lashley? Okay, there it is. Yeah, it's surprising how much I use Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. I honestly only had plans for them to be a jobber, but they just kind of fit in my universe.
I
They
think
would,
their like tag name in real life is like
yeah,
what A Town Down Under
yeah, it's
or
pretty
something.
good. I've come around to Theory a little bit since he's been teaming with Grayson Waller. He gets that Grayson Waller rub.
Theory just had like nothing going on when he was U.S. champion. He was just champ, but like nothing important was happening with him.
All right,
So actually let him have a personality, and you get here.
and we have a fatal four way, just with men in the Money in the Bank, just to test out the waters. We got Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, Tyler Bate, and Austin Theory. Then match three: Io versus Brie. I wonder who will win this one.
I could only wonder.
Then we have another women's match. I'm not AEW. Candice versus Indy. In the main event, the Usos get their open challenge. Who will answer it? Who? The Usos. Not the
The
Usos.
Usos
The
answered
New
the
Day.
Usos
The New
challenge. Damn.
Day. Damn. I may still be slightly asleep. I'm going Big E Xavier Woods since Mr. Money in the Bank. Not Mr. Money in the Bank. Kofi's in the
Mr.
Money in the
Money in the
Bank.
Bank.
Spoilers. What the fuck is Big E? Man, I'm fucking out of it. Xavier.
Is that 4 titles or?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Save card. Start show. Okay. In this match, Bobby goes for a spear on Waller. When out of nowhere, Theory comes in and pushes him out the way, and he eats the spear for himself. Waller looks at Theory, who has rolled out the ring at this point, in shock. That gives Miz the perfect chance to sneak up for the skull crushing finale. Before Miz can pin Grayson, Bobby hits Miz with the spear to earn the final shot and the Money in the Bank. Bobby wins.
So Theory takes a spear in the match before he has a match of his own.
Yes.
Okay.
So, tell he might not win this one that he's about to have. Anyways, backstage segment. The four horsewomen come into my office and they say they want to have a women's Money in the Bank. I say, do we even have enough people for that? They say four. They say there's four perfectly capable women standing right in front of them. Then Bailey says if that's not enough, she has two friends that she could get in on the action. Becky's like, or not Becky specifically, but like, just there. The other three are just like, I thought you left Damage Control. You always yelling at each other. You guys don't seem to act friends, tell me. And Bailey says it's complicated. I say if they can get Io and Dakota on board, then they'll get their Money in the Bank. Okay. In this one, honestly, I just came up with an ending that I thought would be kind of cool. Bait goes for his like bounce off the top rope thing that he does between the shoulders. You know what I'm talking
Okay.
about?
Yeah.
And on the opposite side of the ring, Cody hits the middle rope for a Cody cutter and connects. So he pins Tyler Bate.
That would be an insane spot. Just go to hit it, go for his clothesline, just be caught in a Cody cutter midway.
Yes.
So Cody wins.
Yes. And then Butch is seen disappointed backstage watching on TV. And we're backstage again. We're back on Bailey as she finds Io and Dakota. There's an awkward silence. The kind of silence there is when a high school couple breaks up but they still sit next to each other in class. Bailey breaks the silence by saying, look, I know it's been rough for us lately, but I think I found a way that I can try to fix it. She tells them about Money in the Bank, and Io and Dakota just look at each other. They say, they tell her they missed her, and that they're ready to work through the rough patch, and they'll talk more after Io's match. Yeah, I kind of like fucking took a left turn creatively right here, and I had to undo everything, so I'm not gonna lie. So that's what this is. This is all damage control, if you will. But
Okay.
I'm done. Fuck, right. Io versus Brie. Io gets the win with the help of Bailey. Afterwards, it looks like once again it's all smiles for damage control. Alright. More talking. Seth and Drew have a contract signing segment. Listen, Drew, I know what's going on with you. I see it in your eyes. You're doubting yourself. Sean was right about you. You've only become champion out of sheer luck. When you won that title, you weren't even conscious. You didn't even move for another 20 seconds after the ref saw that your foot landed on the rope at Great Balls of Fire. Sean couldn't get the job done, but I will. Andrew doesn't say a word. It's almost as if he's doubting his credibility as champion. But he will win this. He has to. They can't be right about them, can they? Drew signs the paper and just walks away. Okay. And then Candice wins this one. After the
Okay.
match, promo saying Asuka doesn't take her seriously. That's what's going to be her downfall. She's already looking towards SummerSlam, but Candice will make sure she doesn't get there. More talking. We are then told there's a lot of commotion backstage, and are sent to a live feed of a backstage brawl. Triple H is a sledgehammer and is beating down Sami Zayn backstage. Then KO comes to the rescue, but not for long, as he eats a super kick from Shawn Michaels, followed by a pedigree onto the concrete floor. Triple H is trash talking Sammy, saying that this is just a taste of what he's gonna get at Money in the Bank. Sammy and KO are left there broken and battered. What I have for this is 5-star classic one more time. Usos win.
Okay.
I think this is the last time they face each other, at least for the titles. And
You yelled at me for having Brock and Roman go on yet again.
hey, but these guys actually put on great matches.
Hey, Brock and Roman occasionally had a great match.
These motherfuckers were carrying whatever brand they were on. I think it was all of them
They're
at the same time. There was no brand split, I don't think. Where's
I think
there?
it was
No.
SmackDown. I think it was during the AJ Styles' world title reign.
Oh, yeah,
I
probably
think
makes
they were happening
sense.
like right around the same time as each other.
Yeah, SmackDown was fucking good. Well, I'm ready.
Okay, match one is Chad Gable versus Matt Hardy.
Delete. Actually, I'm gonna delete all my matches first. Hold on.
Okay.
Chad Gable. Matt Hardy. Accept. Alright, second match.
Okay. Rated RKO versus Breezango.
I was wondering when you were gonna use Breezango.
Do I
uh,
really want it to be against him? Ah, okay. Feel like I gotta give him a shot.
oh, he's having doubts about his booking.
I am, because you're gonna hate the booking.
Yeah. Hey, it's not about what
uh,
makes me happy. It's about what makes you happy.
okay. You're gonna hate it, but okay. It wasn't this next match. Match three is Trish versus Natalia.
I hate it.
Like I said, it's not that match.
I still hate this one. Natalia. Trish, accept.
Match four is Kane versus Adam Cole.
Haunt. Baby.
And then in the main event is a triple threat. It is Kurt Angle versus Rey Mysterio versus Chris Jericho.
Booyaka, booyaka. Alright.
Okay. So, Are you ready?
Oh, it's saving. Start show. I'm ready.
Okay. We open with a promo from Imperium. Gunther is just in the ring talking about John Cena and just how Cena is like constantly like talking about him and whatnot. Cena comes out and confronts. Cena says all he wants to do is help Gunther. He realizes the potential Gunther has and he wants to just help him maximize that potential. Gunther just gives him the scowl and says he doesn't need any help. And if Cena gets in his way of his Money in the Bank contract, then he'll have to deal with him on a level that he does not want to deal with Gunther at. Cena says he'll do what he needs to win the Money in the Bank contract, and all is fair game. He offers his hand to Gunther. Gunther just kind of looks at his hand, scowls, and just walks out the ring with the rest of Imperium. We move into the first match of the night, which is the fourth spot in the Money in the Bank qualifier. Chad Gable wins.
Shoosh.
Then we move into the tag match, Rated RKO versus Breezango. Rated RKO win.
Obviously.
After the match, the Street Profits come out. They say they just got done talking with Paul Heyman in his office, and they say that Paul Heyman has agreed to give them they are, he has agreed to give them the rematch clause for the title at Money in the Bank. But they say there's a stipulation to that match, and Riddle cost them the title the first match. So if Riddle gets involved in this match, then they will be relinquished of the titles, and the Street Profits will be the champion. A la Randy Orton and Christian in like 2011. If some bullshit happens and they lose the title. Match 3, Trish wins,
Obviously.
obviously. After that, we cut backstage. Kurt Angle bursts into Paul Heyman's office. He just complains about all these interferences that keep happening. Like his first week here, Solo interfered. He had a week where like Dominic interfered. Last week it was Ludwig Kaiser interfered. He's just like every time I have a big match, some bullshit happens and someone attacks me. It's like I demand a rematch and another shot at the Money in the Bank qualifier tonight. Heyman says, "Well, I already have a full card tonight," and Angle kind of steps up in his face, just like kind of giving this threatening, imposing pose to him. It's like standing over Heyman. Heyman's like stutters over his words. He's like, "Okay, okay, I think I could fit you into the main event tonight." Um, so we go on that. Kurt Angle has now been added to the main event, which is the last the last qualifier of the night. This is for the fifth spot in the Money in the Bank match. This is where you're gonna hate me. Kane wins because I don't know why, but Kane to me is like always in Money in the Bank matches. I swear he's been in like 10 of them.
Alright.
And then we get to the main event, a triple threat, which was initially supposed to just be Rey Mysterio and Chris Jericho, but Kurt Angle, forcing his way into this match, giving himself another shot at it. And good thing he does because Kurt Angle wins this match and makes his way into the Money in the Bank match.
Alright.
So the Money in the Bank for SmackDown is Cena, Angle, Gable, Braun Breaker, Kane, and Gunther.
Man, I have an 8-man Money in the Bank. You should have done that.
An 8-man? Nah, I was fine with 6.
Think of all the spots you could do. I honestly, I just have
I
spots planned out for that.
I really didn't write out matches. I was just like, okay, and this is who wins this, and this is what wins this. It's like, okay.
Like I just saw all those people on paper, and I was like, It took me like 5 seconds to come out with every spot that's gonna happen in the Money in the Bank.